Hey folks, hope you're doing good today. Now things are going well for the show just lately. We've had tons of submissions coming through. We've had people getting on board every single day. We're having priority submissions coming through on a regular as well. I've been doing a load of mixes for people on Fiverr and everyone's been stoked with the results and sending out their albums and it's going well for them and stuff. So yeah. Things are going well for us at the moment over here, and when things are going well for you, it's always cool to spread the love. So what I'm doing is a t-shirt giveaway for this week. Look for this post on Instagram or Facebook. All you have to do is give it a like, and that'll enter you for the competition. And if you're smart, you'll like it on both, and then that gives you 2 entries. But yeah, when things are going cool for you, it's nice to spread the love a bit and kind of spread it about. So that's what we're doing. Now, today we've got a priority submission from these guys, and they've set up a post-rock day. And it's not just post-rock, it's live post-rock. We had a bunch of cool live grindcore bands yesterday, which was super dope. And we don't generally get a lot of post-rock on this channel, even though I really love that stuff. But we definitely don't get a lot of live post-rock. But I've managed to dig out 3 bands, all with a live session for us. So this is going to be a nice one. The first band that we've got to check out, and the guys who made the submission, thanks very much for that. This is Cold Weather Captains, a new band to the channel. Their track's called Navigation. They call themselves a jam band. We've had a few jam bands on there. If you actually have a look in the corner there, we've got a new poster from our friends in Triage came today. And they're definitely a jam band. Not quite post-rock, but definitely jamming out. So let's check these guys out. Cold Weather Captains. Nice sound for an E-kit. Nice recording. Sound goes great with the music. Now these guys say they're a jam band, but I'm not quite sure if this is an improvisation or if this is an actual track that they've written. And Trevor's turned up yesterday, he ruined the stream, turned the video off. Again. effects on the guitars. Here he goes. Trevor's ruined everything. Very cool. Great job. I enjoyed it a lot. It's cool to get this live stuff. I really enjoy checking out live bands just as much as music videos and seeing the gears, seeing them working their pedals. It was interesting that it had such a great sound on that E-kit as well. Fitted the music just nicely. Had a nice ting to it and sustain and reverby sound to it, which went with the guitars nicely. Loads of effects on the guitars, but you could hear each individual guitar doing its thing and sweeping across the strings and stuff. Was very nice, and the bass had its own place in there nicely. It was a great recording. You could slap that straight on an album with that sound, no problem. Very, very cool. Now, in terms of the music, I thought it was nice. It was very slow and meandering and kind of atmospheric and ambient. I think it would have just been nice in this one track to get a bit more of a crescendo at some point within the track. I always love it with post-rock stuff that it's about the build-ups and the crescendos, the swells and the kind of, where it just sends you over the edge. And I think the lead guitarist there would have done well, excuse me, just to do some twiddly stuff on the G string, loads of reverb, and just kind of build that up just into a bit of a crescendo for us. That would have been nice. But man, had a great sound, no worries, and great to see this stuff live and just being jammed out, because these guys do say they're a jam band. Yeah, it just says a jam band. So I'm not sure if these guys are jamming that stuff out in the moment and just improvising it. If they're just improvising it, man, great job. And if it's not improvised, still a great job. But when you've got a bit more time to think about the composition in that way, it's always nice to have some form of build-up and crescendo within the music. But I've lined up two other bands for us today. These other bands have been on the channel before because I didn't have any of that stuff in the queue, especially any live stuff as well. So I went digging around some of the other post-rock bands that we've had on the channel in the past and found us two live videos from those bands as well. So this is a band we've had before, Tides of Man, and they've got a quarantine session from 2020 of a track, We Were Only Dreaming. So let's see what these guys did. Bunch of cool instruments. We instantly get that tremolo on the G string with ridiculous amounts of reverb. Sounds awesome. I think I use it in pretty much every piece of music I've ever written. Just love it. even just building up the velocity on the hi-hat there, it's adding a build-up into that crescendo. Very nice. Another great recording. You hear all the members, super nice. All these dudes are feeling it, they're in the zone with the music, washed away with the sound, feeling the rhythm, love it. These guys know what I'm talking about when I'm talking about build-ups and crescendos and post-rock music. These guys are all about it and doing a great job. Super nice, and a great recording on that one as well. Again, you could hear all the members of the band, super nice, all had their place, just slap that straight on an album. Yeah, no worries, doesn't even need mastered or anything. Great, loved it. I mean, I just love watching these guys play this stuff live, especially when like these guys are all in the zone, feeling it. You can just see they're off in their own head, feeling the vibe, feeling the rhythm, feeling the groove, and just washed away with the sound and just, you know, just really kind of in the zone with it. Super dope. Great music. Let's finish off with this band, and this band's super great as well. We know that already. We had them on the show once before. Really great band, these guys. This is Wonder. They did a full album live stream not so long ago, and I've already watched a lot of this one. They did a great performance. Again, a great recording on this stuff as well. Slap it straight on an album. But we're going to check out one of the tracks off this one as well. But I definitely, it's an hour long, this performance. I'd say if you enjoy this, go back and watch the whole performance, because it's really high quality and sounds super nice. So let's check this one out. So man, these guys have got such a great sound. What I was thinking about this stuff as well is these guys have got no distortion on those guitars. It's all clean, but with reverb and delay. And what that reverb and delay does is fills out the sound, creates a noise and a thickness of sound that compensates for the lack of distortion. If they had no reverb and no delay on those guitars, it would sound really quite thin and jangly and just that jangle. But with all that reverb and delay on there, you get the tail on the sound, and it starts to create a kind of background reverby noise to the whole sound as well, and it really fills out the sound. So even though these guys have got very thin guitar tones, with all that reverb and delay and the jangling about and the way they're playing the guitars there, you actually get a very thick sound to the music, just as thick as any kind of distorted type sound. So you don't have to bring in other elements really to it to fill out the sound, or it doesn't sound thin at least. So yeah, that's really, really cool that you use the reverb in that way to compensate for a lack of distortion. Very, very cool. But man, those guys have just got such a great sound, such a great energy, sick drumming, all the rest of it. Man, we've had another great day on the channel today with live music. And I'm hoping now that we're moving into this year and definitely into next year, and I'm seeing tons of bands booking tons of tours and concerts and stuff now, and that's starting to happen around the world, which is very nice. But I'm hoping that bands are going to start to record themselves as well when they do these live gigs, and maybe, you know, even record the whole night, and we could do a flavor of their gig and the supporting acts, or if they're the supporting acts or whatever, and kind of highlight gigs that have happened around the time, and, you know, live performances and stuff as well, because I just love checking out live bands just as much as we do the music videos, as long as there's decent audio. And man, we've had some great recordings as well today. You know, I love to see these guys playing their instruments, see their style, see what instruments they use, what amps do they use, how do they get that sound. You know, I absolutely gush over watching drummers. It doesn't matter what they're doing, I just always looking at the drummer, and if there's vocalists, you know, it's cool to see how they do their style and all the rest of it, how the band looks. Thought these guys had a really cool look, all in black and the black and white, and some low lighting and stuff like that. Just makes it look cool. So, you know, there's a lot to look at in a live video and check out about the band and kind of see a flavor of what the band's all about, and can they do it live. And all the bands today have done an absolutely great job live. There's a couple of little kind of wrong fret notes here and there, but man, nothing that would really throw you off. And I'll just say the sound was so good. Throw that straight on an album, and just put it out as a live album, man, because it sounds absolutely great. People are going to enjoy it. So there you go. 3 super nice bands. Thanks for the first band for making a priority submission as well. We absolutely appreciate that. And as I say, if you want to get in on the t-shirt giveaway, just head over to Facebook or Instagram and give those posts a like, and that'll just enter you, and I'll pick a winner later on in the week, maybe at the weekend. Anyway, hope you're having a good day, guys. That'll be it for today. We'll see you around. Thanks very much. Bye.